pathogenesis, insulin resistance and beta cell dysfunction. Let's see how insulin resistance is occurred. You understood what insulin resistance is, right? That is, the body produces normal amount of insulin, but the insulin's action on peripheral tissues are not, the peripheral tissues are resistant to insulin's function. So there is a indirect way of decreased insulin action. There is failure of target tissues to respond normally to insulin. That means there is decreased uptake of glucose in the muscle, decreased glycolysis and fatty acid oxidation in the liver, and inability to suppress hepatic gluconeogenesis. These are all the functions what we have learned in the normal hemostasis of glucose. Now you can see they are all acting abnormal, and that is the main, that is what is happening in insulin resistance. And what is the cause for insulin resistance? Mainly it is obesity. Obesity can be depending upon the type of obesity, whether it is central or peripheral obesity. Central obesity is more dangerous for diabetes. Central obesity is seen around the tummy area. That is mainly due to adipose tissue collection around the major organs. So this picture will describe the obesity. This is obesity, that is increased adipose tissue, that the excess of free fatty acids produced from the adipose sites. Free fatty acids, adipokines and inflammation are the main reason for insulin resistance. There are many things which are produced from the adipose tissue. One of it is the most important cause for insulin resistance is free fatty acids. What is happening? Excess of free fatty acids will lead to deposition of triglycerides in the muscles and liver, leading to marked increase in levels of intracellular triglycerides. Then you have adipokines. Adipokines are actually secreted variety of proteins from the adipose tissue, that is known as adipokines. Then you have inflammation. Inflammation, as I said, interleukin 1 beta and macrophages are the reasons for increasing inflammation. All these three can cause insulin resistance. When there is insulin resistance, what happens? The blood glucose level is keeping on increasing. So what happens is the beta cells, pancreatic islet beta cells, will produce, or they become hyperplastic, like a compensation to increase insulin production, so that the blood glucose level decreases. So beta cell compensatory hyperplasia occurs, and so insulin secretion by the beta cells increases. So the blood glucose may be normal, or the impaired tolerance test, it will show impaired tolerance test. Eventually, when the blood glucose keep on increasing and insulin resistance keep on continuing, the beta cell failure occurs, or there is beta cell destruction or beta cell failure, late stage, leading to decreased insulin production and complete diabetes mellitus. So this picture describes the reason for insulin resistance and beta cell destruction, both leading to diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So that is the genetic beta cell defect. Environmental obesity causes insulin resistance. Abnormal secretion, there is relative insulin deficiency, beta cell exhaustion, or that is hyperplasia. Later on it becomes failure. Beta cell failure is there and leading to type 2 diabetes mellitus. So in later stages of type 2 diabetes, there is less response to glucose signal, high levels in beta cells of these with type 2 diabetes. Another important thing is amylin. It is co-secreted with insulin. What does it causes? It deposits amyloid in the beta cells. Amyloidosis is also a complication of diabetes, where amyloid is a acellular homogeneous pink material which get accumulated intracellularly or extracellularly. This pink color material is called as amyloidosis. It's also seen in type 2 diabetes. Skeletal muscles and adipose tissues' ability to uptake glucose in response to insulin is attenuated, that is insulin resistance. Skeletal muscles, liver and adipose ability to store energy is reduced or attenuated, and gluconeogenesis continues in the liver. These all causes increased blood glucose level. We have already discussed all this. Insulin resistance, a major factor in type 2 diabetes. There is decreased sensitivity of tissues to insulin, that is peripheral tissues like liver, skeletal muscles and adipose tissue, seen in obesity, pregnancy. So this is a family with obese family. What is metabolic syndrome? It is hyperglycemia with any of the two of the following, that is abdominal obesity, hypertension, elevated plasma triglycerides, low HDL cholesterol, microalbuminuria, insulin resistance. With any of these two along with hyperglycemia, you can call it as a metabolic syndrome. So this is the adipose tissue. That picture was the histology of adipose tissue. These are the various things produced from the adipose tissue. Of these are the three things which can cause insulin resistance. These are the inflammatory and the free fatty acids. As I said, in obese, the circulating excess amount of free fatty acids get deposited as triglycerides in liver, skeletal muscles and pancreas, causing insulin resistance. Just the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is seen in young patients less than 40 years, or here more than 40 years. Occurs within weeks because it is autoimmune mediated, months to years. It takes a longer period of time. Ketonuria is common. Metabolic abnormalities are more common in type 1. It is rare in type 2. Insulin, it is dependent on insulin. Here, the patients are independent on insulin. Autoantibodies, yes. The reason behind the pathogenesis behind type 1 is autoantibodies. There are no autoantibodies in type 2. Type 2 is basically insulin resistance and beta cell dysfunction. Family history is not in type 1. In type 2, yes, there is family history. Insulin will be very low. Here, insulin may be normal or high. Because of high is because of compensatory beta cell hyperplasia. Islets, you will get insulinitis. Here, the islets may be normal or exhaustion of islets can be seen. Complications, that it's usually acute and metabolic complications are seen. Complications are late and vascular complications. The complications will be taken in the next chapter. Thank you.